Hey Collective, it's Intuitive Pisces Moon. Welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me here today. I am going to do a love reading. So I did pull previously these energy oracle cards, and it alludes to us having a choice between two options. So I want to dig deeper on that. I want to see what each option means, what it has in store, possibly who these people are to you. So I just want to jump right in. So thank you for joining me today. I appreciate your time and energy exchange. If you're new here, welcome. And if you've been here for a while, thank you so much for coming back. I appreciate it. Okay, so I'm going to start with angel numbers. I want to see what energy is surrounding this situation at this time. So again, this reading is for your person. You may even have two choices in the situation, but I am getting a strong pull of two options here. Okay, so let's take a look with some angel numbers. What is the overall energy of the situation? Okay, so we have change and confident and powerful yearning for beauty and attention. Some important stages in your life are about to end, and other events that follow will also end like a domino effect. This sequence of numbers represents that you are experiencing a series of events in which many parts of your life will slow down and are about to stop. However, there is no need to worry because these changes are necessary for you so that a new series of things and situations can begin. Okay? And then we got 4,400. The benevolent is invincible. Go forward, be kind, protect, and continue to be prosperous. God and the angels want you to know that you are completely loved. They ask you to spend more time feeling this love. Because it will answer many of your questions and solve any challenges. Okay. So the messages that came out are, lead with your heart. All right. Now, I am feeling that whatever this thinking man situation here is, this also can just relate to our internal selves. Okay. So before I get into the love situation, let's analyze our internal situations, because what's occurring here is we are getting out of our head and we're getting into our hearts. So there is something that we have been thinking too much about and not actually doing any action towards. And again, maybe it was something that didn't involve our heart. It was just us overthinking a situation. And that's what's ending here. And then over on this side, we have go forward, be kind, protect, and continue to be prosperous. And this is you in your heart space, okay? It is about feeling the love. So many of us are getting out of our head and overthinking situations and now trusting the feelings that are coming up rather than kind of illusions is what I'm getting with the thinking man. And then the bottom of the deck, we have 2277, rejoice is in sight. Sorry, victory is in sight. This font is a little hard to read. Perseverance, guardianship, harvest. Have you recently applied for a new job, school, or loan? These numbers represent good news, and they ask you to continue, persevere, and not let your confidence waver. All right, there it is. Victory is in sight. So there is change occurring, and I know that I did a reading for Wednesday, and change was very prevalent there, but change is good. Okay, I know that there are so many of us that fear change, but change is not something to fear. In fact, it brings great things in its place. So again, don't focus on what we're losing and what's going out of our life at this time. Focus on the amazing things that are coming in its place. All right, so I am going to jump into this deck here. And I am going to tap into each of these categories separately and just see. Okay. We have stress in the reverse. I love that. It says cleanse and detoxify from unnecessary commitments. So because it's in the reverse, it means we're letting this go, okay? We don't want to deal with stress anymore. Stress is no longer something that we are thriving on because it's an uncomfortable feeling. Now, I do have a divine connection sent to you from your angels, Divine Counterpart. So either of these options could be a divine counterpart. I want to throw that out there. But the way that you're going to know the right choice is how free-flowing and easy this is. Okay, so whether it is the man holding the heart or the thinking man, whether it's two choices or just one, could be the same person who's realizing, oh, I don't want to be in this energy anymore and I am reverting to this. Whatever the situation is for you, it's going to be easy, okay? That's how you'll know the divine counterpart. All right, so let's jump over to this man holding a heart. I want to get into that energy. So tell me about this man holding a heart. We have be open to change, be receptive to new experiences. Change leads to growth. All right, what else about this man holding a heart? And I know the card says man, but we all carry masculine and feminine energies within us. So he could be a she could be a he, vice versa. Don't let the labels, misdirect you. We have declutter. Let go of old items and create a new sacred space for yourself, okay? And overcoming obstacles. Get back on your feet. Gain strength from difficult situations. So I will say this. Whether this is a man, woman, whatever, we do get more into our heart space the more these occur. So the more we declutter the things we don't need in our life, the more that we're open to things to change, and the more obstacles that we have overcome. We just tend to naturally fill our heart space easier once we have kind of left behind the things that don't require our attention anymore. So I'm going to read the bottom of the deck here because this came through a couple times as I was shuffling. Releasing a secret, pursuing virtue through honesty. So your man holding a heart may come forward with some sort of confession, and that might be tied to religion, I'm seeing, because again, confessional booth, is that what they're called? I'm not Catholic. I never had to do this, so I'm not sure what religion it's tied to. I believe it's Catholicism. But there might be something that was restricting this in the past, and I am getting that religion may have been a factor. Okay, so again, whether they were feeling restricted because they weren't allowed to do what they wanted to do, date who they wanted to date, etc. But there may also be something deeper that this person wants to reveal to you. All right, let's jump over to the thinking man and see. Okay, there we go. See what the thinking man has. We have pay attention, look out for signs from the divine, and acknowledge red flags. And then we have a leap of faith, taking a risk and stepping into the beauty of the unknown. All right, what else for the thinking man? Denial. Failure to accept a situation, unhealthy cycles, or addiction. Okay, so we do have change here. And I am getting with this that somebody, this thinking man, was in denial about a situation. So again, if this was your divine counterpart, maybe you told them or you felt that that's what the situation was, and they were like, nah, you're not my counterpart. I don't know anything about that stuff. So again, with the religion factor, religious people tend not to be spiritual. And again, I am not throwing people in boxes and having any sort of bias against anybody, okay? I do not judge here. This is a safe zone, no judgment. But a lot of religious people tend to believe in that and not be as spiritual. And therefore, that may have played a factor in the denial of this spiritual aspect of the relationship. But now that I am seeing leap of faith and pay attention, this person can no longer deny the feelings. So again, if this is the person that flipped over and transitioned into this man holding a heart, they can no longer deny the feelings because they are so strong. Now, there may have been some red flags in their life that came up that said, okay, and you know what? Is this a Bible? I believe that is a Bible. So, religious factors on both sides, okay? That's what I'm seeing. Either a lack of religion or a strict, very, very, very strict religion that kept them from doing the things they wanted to do. But now that they have lived the life in that aspect, they are looking now to jump off the cliff and say, you know what, now they're ready to deny these things that have been holding them back and not you anymore. So it's a very interesting change of pace here. Bottom of the deck, we have dedication. Stay dedicated to your goals, efforts that will reap success. So I'm gathering that their goals have changed. So goals are important because it's something to work towards. But I am getting a strong sense of both of these men, okay, these masculine energies, that their goals were either preordained and set for them, and so they felt they had to restrict anything else that came up in their life and only follow those particular goals. But then along the way, they started to see the red flags and understand that this is not what I want my goal to be. And I didn't enjoy the stress that came from it. And now they are dedicated to finding out, okay, jumping off this cliff, ready to jump into the unknown. And they're dedicated to that new goal and leaving behind whatever was holding them back previously. So let's put this in the middle here. Okay, let's take a look with some additional clarification. And then we will get some messages from your person as well. All right, let's jump over to this man holding a heart. Spirit, give me some insight about this man holding a heart. What's going on over here? Okay, controlling. Power struggles lead to being manipulative and temporary relief. Distractions aren't a quick fix for deeper issues. Okay, so this person definitely was involved in, I'm trying to think of how to put this, numbing themselves, trying to control outcomes of situations. And sometimes too with the change, when the change knocks at your door and you're not ready, sometimes you try to control the situation and sabotage it yourself, okay? Or try to control the outcome rather than just letting things flow naturally. And sometimes we numb ourselves to the pain. You know, if the knocking at the door, the change is an acknowledgement of any pain or wrongdoing, that's where we may tend to numb ourselves. All right, what else do we have for this pile here? Okay. Flight plan. Sometimes things fall apart for better things to come. Okay. So I'm gathering that this person's world is crumbling and they are grasping for dear life to hang on and to not have things change. And you know what? There's nothing wrong with that. It's just part of our healing process. Okay. And then bottom we have welcoming dawns. Be open and receptive. Embracing new beginnings with an eager heart. So be receptive to new experiences. Change leads to growth. Letting go of old items. This is about starting fresh. Okay? I'm no longer temporarily relieving the pain with numbness, substances, whatever it is that you're numbing it with. And I'm no longer trying to control the outcome of the situation because I know that it is not within me to be able to control it. Okay? And I acknowledge that things need to fall apart in order for new beginnings to start. Okay, let's jump over to this angel of love. This is kind of the middle. This is you, collective. Let's get more insight into this angel of love. Okay, got these two. We have Spirit Speaks. Seek wisdom in prayer, but also have an open dialogue and unlock the gate. Explore the unknown and walk new paths together. So, as we are learning and growing from our past, our old lessons, and letting go of the stress that was ruling our life, we now have the freedom to walk through the gate together. Okay? And I want you to think of it like that. It's not just one of you walking through. It's not just you walking through that person. You are both walking this new path together. Okay? I'm also getting to with this card that, okay, with prayer and meditation, tell Spirit what you want. If you are struggling to choose between two options, which one do you truly want? Because that is your choice. We can't always control the outcome of situations. Sometimes the person you want doesn't want you back. Or, free will is a thing. Sometimes this person wants you, but you don't want them back. Whatever the situation is, just know that it is your choice and to tell Spirit what your choice is. Because that is the important aspect of this. And then bottom of the deck here, we have secret desires. Unspoken needs can plunge you into deep confusion. Yes. So tell not only Spirit what you want, but tell the person what you want. Open your communication and say, all right, thinking man, you're coming at me with an offer. Either say that's not for me or yes, I do accept. Don't leave them dangling like a worm on a hook. Same goes over here. You get an offer in from this man with a heart. Maybe he still has too much stuff going on in his life and you're not ready yet, or he's not ready yet. Tell that person how you feel. Tell them, you know what, I appreciate the offer, but I'm leaving my options open at this time and I just have a lot going on in my life, so now is not a good time. If you want them down the line and see if they improve or whatever the case is, then you can tell them that. Don't be afraid to speak your mind. That's the throat chakra. Open it up. Imagine it like a free-flowing waterfall. Okay? I speak my truth. All right, let's get over to this thinking man. Tell me about this thinking man, please. Turbulence. Heal unresolved conflicts with kindness, not anger. Unresolved conflicts. We have swept away, caught up in the romance or clearing out emotions. Okay? And we have looming agenda. You have different ideas about love and intimacy. An awakening jolt from shock to epiphany. Embrace the upheaval as a catalyst for renewal. Bottom of the deck, we got consumed again. Extinguished doubt about having open communication. So both sides here have something in their life that's falling apart. We have upheaval and catalyst, and we have falling apart. Okay? One is a plane crash, and I don't want to predict that. I'm not trying to. Nope. And one is a lightning strike. So this is like the tower. Both can be kind of like the tower. But the gist of it is that what's going on here in both people's lives is something that is being stripped away, and it is for the greater good. So whatever is occurring in both these individuals' lives, it is about letting go of control. And then over here, Man, I just saw turbulence again with the flight plan. Ugh. So maybe both have something that involves an airplane. But there is here this looming agenda. You have different ideas about love and intimacy. Okay? So that could be a way that you make your decision. You know, this one does say pay attention to red flags and denial. If you have this thinking man in your life and you're not feeling the love, you know, different ideas about love and intimacy, if you're not feeling it, then maybe this is not the decision for you. Because the way you're going to know your divine counterpart is by how it feels to you. Okay? Does this person make you feel safe? Does this person make you feel loved? And if the answer is no to any of those, that's the pay attention to the red flags that we're getting. So, as far as this is concerned, both are viable options. Both are going to go through or have already gone through some upheaval in their life. And you'll also know them by that. There's going to be something in their life that is falling apart or crumbling. And it could even be in the form of an epiphany. It does not need to be a plane crash, and I really don't want to call that in. But the main thing here is to understand that there is something that you need to do together once you have decided who you're going with. Because you're going to tell Spirit which one it is that you want, that you desire. And to make sure that you tell both Spirit and the person, I choose you. And again, if you have a person, I'm going over to this thinking man for some reason, so I don't know if this is how it is in your world, but you have one person that kind of dances around the topic of dating or doesn't fully come out and say, I love you, because again, they're more in their head space than their heart space. And you may not feel that love from them. That is something that can lead you into the deep confusion. Okay? Now, over here, we have somebody who might be trying to fog their memory, fog their brain with substances, whatever the substances are, trying to control the situation. But this plane crash here is here to tell us that it doesn't matter how much you try to control or steer, Spirit's going to step in and say, you know what, this is not the way I want you to go. Okay? We're interrupting your life with change. We're having you overcome obstacles and having you declutter, which old items doesn't have to be things. It can be people. Okay? Decluttering is whatever in your life, jobs, situations, people, friends, family, relationships that don't belong, that don't fit your lifestyle, don't fit where you're intending to go. So with this crumbling, we are now seeing new beginnings with an eager heart. Okay? And that's the difference. So this side we have renewal. And this side we have new beginnings with an eager heart. And whoever you choose, you are going through this gateway together. Walking new paths together. The door is open. And so that's the message that's coming through right now is you are clear, collective. You have done the work already that these masculines are going through. And now it's your choice. Both could be a viable divine counterpart. However, one may be better than the other for you, for your situation. It's your choice though. Okay? So you have to decide for yourself what feels the easiest. What is the least amount of stress involved? And how do I know who it is? Well, by how you feel with this person. Does this person light you up on the inside? Now, keep in mind, you're going in with your cup full. You are already full of self-love because you are the angel of love. So your love emanates outward from your person. Okay, people can feel your heart vibration. When you find somebody that is of your same frequency, you vibe together and it feels magical. That's all I'm going to say with that. There may be situations where it could just be physical attraction, chemical attraction, but the vibe might be slightly off. And then there's going to be situations where the vibe is right. The feeling is right. The timing is right. Goodness gracious, how many of you have lost people in your lives due to timing issues? It's never been the right time. The gate is open. So guess what? Timing is not a factor any longer. You have two options coming towards you, and it is entirely up to you. So, take with it how you want to go with it. And I am going to close this reading with some Love Oracle. All right, that one wanted to fly out. This one looks like the Sacred Heart. Transformation. Your relationship with one another is about to deepen. Love conquers and transforms all things. I love it. All right, what else do we have here? Okay, that one. That's beautiful. Life is a series of constantly shifting cycles. When we resist change, we resist the natural flow of life and create unnecessary stress. Go with the flow. You will be surprised where it leads. Yep. So I am getting with both of these masculines that they have resisted change. And I already felt that earlier. So now they're learning to better go with the flow. All right, we got that one. Playfulness. Laughter is the best therapy. Have some fun together and remember that love is the greatest healer. Okay. That's a beautiful one. When it comes to matters of the heart, there is no right or wrong. Every choice you make expands your understanding of life and love. So that's the biggest thing here is you are going to have a choice. Whether you're in the midst of that choice right now, whether you've already chosen the choice, or it's coming up in the near future. There is no right or wrong, okay? I did say before, both could be viable choices for a divine counterpart. The biggest thing is to go with your gut, trust your intuition, trust your feelings. All right, we'll take these as the last two. We have manifesting miracles. Your dream is soon to become reality. Trust your heart and continue to follow its guidance. There it is. Listen to your heart. Oop, two came out here. All right. It is important right now to take a step back and spend some time alone. Instead of placing your focus on another, now is the time to give to yourself. And then this one. Secret admirer. Someone has deeper feelings for you than they are letting on. So that's the other thing too, is perhaps one of these hasn't made their presence known yet. Maybe both of them haven't made their presence known yet. But for now, you just have someone kind of admiring you in the background. So, spend some time alone is what the message is. And when the time comes for you to make this choice, I want you to sit in your heart space. Don't make a snap, quick judgment about it. Just sit there with it and feel your way through it. Trust your heart, your gut, and your intuition, and your guides, okay? Your guides may say, you know what, we can't make this choice for you. You're the one that has to say, yep, I choose this one or this one. They may nudge you one way or the other, but ultimately the choice is yours, okay? All right, so that is your reading for today. I hope this resonated with you. I know this is lovely. Again, I know that choices and change can be difficult, but ultimately you are the ruler of your life and you're in charge of it. So take care. Make sure you fill your own cup up before you fill someone else's. Go within so you never go without. Keep in mind that I'm a beacon of light here to help guide you through the darkness. And I wish you all a lifetime of happiness, health, wealth, abundance, and as always, love. Thank you so much for joining me. Take care, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.